Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all need to get up in here because I am sick and tired. I am so sick and tired of these men, y'all. They keep on taking these women, burning them up. And man, so much. Would y'all make it stop? I got to talk about this young lady, 35 years old in Chicago. What's going on, Chicago? Oh my goodness. I came across this story. I said, I got to share it with y'all. This beautiful girl. And do you know what that man did? Do you know what that zesty man did? He burned her alive, y'all, after the wedding, baby. After the wedding, after the dream wedding. Why did he burn her alive? And I'm so mad about it. I'm so sick. This is a person that came and said, I love you. I'm going to protect you and all this and all that. And he'll do some stuff like that. We need to talk about it because it's going so often and ain't nobody saying nothing about it. And y'all getting involved with these men, and y'all need to know what time it is with these men. They might look good, they might like handsome, but honey, they are hell. They will take you out of here, burn you up, and do so many other stuff. So we need to talk about this. If you guys can hear me, please press out 2 in the comment section. Hey, Edna, how you doing, baby? How are you doing, Edna? Did you hear about this lady in Chicago got burnt alive? Did you see the pictures, y'all? I got to show y'all the pictures. Let me give y'all the picture of this lady because it don't make no sense. Look at the picture, y'all. Look what he did to her. And yeah, he looked decent looking. But what about the soul? The soul is so dark. The soul is so evil. Okay? How you doing, Trump? I see Trump in the building. Gia. Gia got a Trump face, girl. Ooh, that scared me for a second, honey. I haven't heard his story. Yeah. Well, my goodness. So I'm gonna play a little bit
Year
and we're
old
gonna play and go. Okay.
Chicago, Illinois. This is Luvenia Gardner, a 35-year-old woman from Chicago, Illinois, who stood before her friends and family in late January 2021 in
Late January. Stood before her friends and family. Now you know that's a shame. I can imagine all of my family and my friends there, and this same man burned me alive. This same man had that hatred towards me. How could you love and protect me and want to see me dead? And you want to burn me alive? You want me to live a very vicious death? What type of stuff is this, y'all? Let's go.
Las Vegas, reciting vows that promised a lifetime of loyalty to Henry Taylor, a 30-year-old man she believed would be her forever partner. But what Luvenia couldn't possibly
31 years old. He is too old. He know right from wrong. 31 years old and she was 35. So I don't want y'all to be like, well, she shouldn't have went for a younger guy. 35 and 31 years old, that's not that far apart, y'all. Okay? He grown enough.
know as she spoke those heartfelt words was that in just 75 days, she would be running naked through the streets of Chicago.
Oh, hell no. Man, that 31-year-old man had her running naked, a black man to a black queen. And Gia says she can tell. How can you tell, Gia? Gia, you need to tell us the tricks. How can you tell that he was no good? How could you?
Chicago's South Deering neighborhood at 1:40 in the morning, her body
Whoa.
engulfed in flames, desperately seeking help after her
Ooh, look how he doing her mouth. They said she was engulfed in flames, running down the street with no clothes on.
husband doused her with lighter fluid and set her on fire.
Oh God, douse her with lighter fluid and set her on fire. That's crazy. And this is your husband? I don't want to get married. Nah, leave that marriage alone.
But before we get to that horrific April morning, let me take you back to spring 2020, where this story really begins, and I'll show you the warning signs that were there all along. Luvenia Gardner grew up in one of Chicago's most challenging neighborhoods, surrounded by violence and crime that claimed too many young lives before they even had a chance to really live. But somehow, despite everything working against her, Vive maintained what friends and family consistently described as an
Look at her beautiful smile. She's always smiling and all that. No more. No more.
almost infectious optimism about life and her future. She had this remarkable ability to see potential in situations and people where others.
That's where y'all get it wrong with. Stop looking at this person potential. If this person's a Looney Tune, it's a Looney Tune. If he haven't risen to the occasion, it's not your job to help a man. A man is to help you. Okay? A man is to help you. Okay? I had this man try to twist it on me, y'all. He was like, "You want a wife. You want a wife." I said, "What? You think I want a wife?" He's like, "Yeah, because you want somebody to help you. You want a man to be your assistant. You always want somebody to help you." Man, he want me to help him come from 0 to 100. He want me to be his damn servant, and he don't even know what the fuck he doing. He want to be on my level. You know what I'm saying? And but yet he want me to help him get to where I'm at, but he don't want to help me do anything, because if he helps me, he gonna feel like he a wife or he a woman. The hell? Do not be dealing with dudes based on their potential.
Might have already given up, and she carried warmth with her wherever she went that made people genuinely want to be around her.
It's like every freaking time he walks past me, I'm like, do you smell his breath? Like, oh my God.
Oh my God. She's talking about his breath. His breath was so funky. I don't know. Maybe he was eating all that booty. You know what I'm saying? If he is down low and eating ass, maybe that's what she's smelling. See, if your man is, his breath smell like shit, he's eating shit. And he's probably on the down low. You know what I'm saying? Bad breath gotta go, ladies. Can't do it. Can't do it. All right.
I don't understand. Like, no, I don't want to talk to you. Like, why would you continue to just talk to me? I'm giving you the face. That means get the away from me. Like, oh my God. You know what? I got one better for him. I'll just pass gas. Bet you won't like that.
See, y'all nasty as hell. She talking about she just gonna pass gas. See all that shit, and see you passing gas to a down low dude, it ain't gonna do nothing but turn him on. He used to that funky smell. He like that shit smell. You know, I mean, you gonna get rough fucking sex. That's what you gonna get, honey.
Nope. I'm good for passing gas. Watch this.
Girl, stop.
Now,
Girl, stop, please.
I passed gas. Now, back to my programming. So, if you have any questions, feel free to inbox me and I'll answer them on a video.
Get the likes up, y'all.
In the spring of
Get the lights
2020, during those early pandemic months when the entire world felt like it was shutting down and everyone was desperately searching for connection in an increasingly isolated existence, Luvenia met Henry Taylor through mutual friends they both.
Okay, Henry Taylor. This is our guy. This is the guy, y'all. What we got to say about Henry Taylor? You know, by looking at Henry, I wouldn't think he's a killer. I mean, you can't judge based on the picture. He got a decent smile. He got yellow and black on like a bumblebee. But I'm not getting creeped out right off the bat, you know, but let's listen. Let's get these likes up, y'all. Make sure y'all comment too. Keep them comments coming. Feel free to hit this link if y'all want to say something, because I would love for you guys to hear what y'all got to say about this, okay? Okay, come on. And if y'all like me to do more crime stories, press that 7. But we got to get the likes up. We only got 31 likes in this mug. Get the likes up, y'all. Let's not play with it now. Get the goddamn likes up. Come on. We got to save lives out here.
Knew from around the neighborhood. Taylor presented himself as someone fun-loving and attentive during those initial weeks and months of getting to know each other, sharing Luvenia's interests in food and karaoke and all those little things that make you feel like you found someone who really gets you.
Well, that's cool, but I want to know who was paying for what. Was she paying for him, or was he taking her out on all this on his money? That's very important. I need to know who is paying for what, right, ladies? Isn't that very important? Press 1 if that's very important. We need to know, was he paying for everything, right? Or were y'all going 50-50? Or was the woman paying for everything? That's very important. Let's go.
But what Luvenia either didn't know or chose to overlook in those early butterfly-filled days was that Henry Taylor had a criminal history that included non-violent offenses like theft and possession of stolen vehicles.
Uh-oh, red flag gonna play. Red flag gonna play. Did you hear what they said about Henry? He's in and out of jail, girl. You know what that means. If a man is in these jails, you know he's a homosexual. You know he's in the jail. Got him a lady boy, got him a man, and everything in between, girl. Okay? Yeah. That see, couldn't do no jailbird. Couldn't do no jailbird, girl. Okay?
vehicles. These weren't violent crimes, sure, but they revealed the habits of some
And let's give a big old thank you to Top Bugatti donating $4. That's the type of love I need. That's the type of support I need. Shout out to you, boo. Thank y'all. Give her some praises. Thank you, Bugatti. I need that. Let's
someone
go.
who had a pattern of taking things that didn't belong to him and operating outside the boundaries that most people respect.
Hold on. He got a pattern taking shit that don't belong to him. So with that being said, I don't think he was paying for all this. I think she was paying for it. Cause he's not even an honest person. He don't have an honest living. He steals for a living. He's a thief. Who's gonna jeopardize a good job by keep going in and out of jail? Nobody. Okay.
The relationship moved with what some people close to Luvenia
Okay, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but why he look so fucking small? Do he look small to y'all, or is it just me? Damn, look like your goddamn son at this point. Is he that short? It's giving Tory Lanez and Meg the Stallion, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Press 5 if he look real small compared to her. I mean, I'm not trying to discriminate, and you like who you like. If you want to get a man that's short and smaller than you, go ahead. Love is love. If you want to get a woman that's way bigger than you, love is love. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So if he that small, do y'all think he got the small man syndrome? You know, those small men, um, those small men that get so angry inside, you know. I don't know, honey. And they always whooping on women, right? Yeah, yeah. Could y'all do a small man? Press 9 if you can do a small man, ladies. Press 10 if you can't do no small man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I be on the day naps and I be like, oh, this a fine ass man, okay? Girl, I look at the height and I say, block. I can't do it. What the fuck? Nah, I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to waste your time, you know? Nah, that's all right. That is all right, honey. I feel like I'm with a woman. You so small, you so petite. Shit. Yeah, Especially if you small, petite, and you got them long ass dreads. Everybody wearing them dreads. You got longer hair than me. I don't want no man with a longer hair than me. Okay? Shit. But let's go.
later described as almost breakneck speed, intensifying rapidly during a time when domestic violence was already spiking in Chicago, particularly affecting.
Now, with his small ass, I would think she will whoop his ass. I'm just saying. He's still a man, though, right? I know he's still a man, but he's so fucking small, girl, please. My big ass, I'll whoop that nigga ass real quick. I wish a nigga would try to flex on me with his size. But you know, it is what it is. He's a demon. He's one of them demons.
Black and Latino communities who were dealing with pandemic pressures that only made existing problems so much worse. By late January 2021, just months after their first meeting, Luvenia and Henry decided to get married in what was described as a spontaneous trip.
He looked like he grew on this picture. I don't understand what they doing, but he looked like he grew on this video footage. He looks taller, but on that bike, he looks small as hell. I don't know what they got going on here, but he is definitely growing. Okay, shout out to Top Bugatti, honey. Gave me another $5. Thank you, baby. I love it. Y'all, I'm going to do more of these stories, okay? I'm going to do more of these stories. Yeah, I'm going to do more crime stories and more of these stories on this channel. It's already, yep, that's what I want to do.
To Las Vegas. Luvenia's vows were deeply thoughtful and remarkably selfless, focusing on partnership, mutual inspiration, and her commitment to being there through everything life would throw at them. She promised eternal loyalty and gave her whole heart to a man she genuinely believed would cherish both. But if you listen closely to Henry Taylor's vows in contrast, there's something noticeably different about the way he approached this supposedly mutual commitment. His promises centered almost entirely on what Luvenia did.
He looked good in that picture. I don't know how they added in that picture, but he looked like a handsome man. I will say that. I can understand why she wanted some of him. Okay. He's a demon, of course, but them demons look very good, if his ass is packing, damn. But you know what? You know what I noticed? And I don't know about y'all, but I'm a freak, okay? And these niggas be sending me dick pictures, okay? I see. I Am I the only one that get dick pictures, huh? Am I the only one? Press 7 if guys send y'all dick pictures, okay? Press 10 if you don't never receive dick pictures from men. And maybe because you're such a ladylike, you're so wholesome that they don't want to disrespect you. But I welcome the disrespect. Send me the motherfucking pictures, niggas, okay? Okay, and I've noticed this. If you're a small frame body, you can have the same inches, but if you're a small frame man, it looks real big on camera or on video. Okay. But if you're a big man and you can have those same inches and it's going to look smaller because it's on a bigger body, so you got to be careful with that one. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, I need to know the number. How many inches you talking about? Because photos, they edit photos, they get in different positions to make it look bigger than it is. They do a lot of tricks with these photos and videos, but I feel like numbers never lie. Okay. And I will measure that thing when I see it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to need you to disclose your real inches. Okay. I need you to disclose that. Okay. Let's go.
For him, how she made him happy, how she filled needs in his life that had previously gone unmet.
And as you're holding hands, I'm going to ask you both at the exact same time, and I'd like you to answer I do at the same time. Do you take this beautiful soul standing before you to be your bride?
Damn, they don't got nobody in the background. Y'all see how empty it is? What's up with that? Why they don't have a lot of people at that wedding? Press 2, are you confused or like what's going on? Why y'all don't have a lot of people at y'all wedding? I guess it's like that. Every wedding I go to, it be always packed. They getting free food. I would think they have more people.
Your best friend, your protector, your husband. Do you promise to love, honor, and cherish each other all the days of your life?
I do.
No, I don't like his attitude. Did y'all notice that attitude he got? He was looking all weird. And what's up with them big ass earrings he got on? I can see them earrings a mile away.
Beautiful. And then I'm going to allow you, sir, to go ahead and start with your personal vows to your lovely bride.
Luvenia, I love you so much. I love you just because you make me so happy. I really thank you for being in my life. And you just are so beautiful. And I really cherish and adore you because you are the one that I want in my life.
Oh, they said it was around COVID's time. And you see that woman, she got that mask on. So maybe it's COVID. That's why, Covina.
Ever.
Can I kiss him yet? I'm going to go ahead and hand you yours, my love.
Yeah, I got a book.
Okay, and I'm going to leave you a little extra. And you hold his hand if you can. Okay.
Oh, she wrote a damn book. She really, really wanted this shit to work, y'all. Her heart was in this shit. Do you understand? Her feelings was in this marriage. Her soul was in this marriage. And to have the man betray you, to douse gasoline on your ass and fire, and you running naked outside of the streets of Chicago at 1:20 in the morning, man, I feel sorry for this woman. I feel sorry for any woman. Y'all getting y'all feelings in these men. I feel sorry for y'all. I can't really relate that well because I never put 100% of my feelings in any nigga. You know what I mean? I'm just not built that way. But it seems like she really, really she wrote a book for the wedding. Man.
Good time.
You came into my life at a time where I couldn't even possibly imagine my worth. I thank you now because you helped me grow. And although I never forget where I came from, I always remember where I'm going. And that's with you by my side. Because it's gonna always include us standing next to each other and side by side. I vow to continue to inspire you as you have always inspired me. I promise to give you my eternal loyalty and heart, for you are the only man I would ever need.
Okay.
I'll listen to you. I'll nurture you. I'll fight, but I will be true. I will always do my equal share, and I will vow to never give up on you. I'll try my best to fulfill your every need. I'll walk hand in hand with you, but I will always give you your separate space to grow. I'll tend to you when
Damn, she sound like a good woman, girl. Look, I'm thinking about damn, maybe I need to be with a fucking woman. Shit. Man, them vowels sounds good, girl. Them vowels sounds good. Shit, okay? Damn, he had a good thing going on, a beautiful girl, and she loved the hell out of him. And what does he do? Try to kill her. Man, you can't make this shit up.
you're sick, I'll build you up when you low. I stand before our family and friends, and I'm gonna say this from my heart. From this day forward, I'm here. I'm right here. So you don't let go. You're my strength, my joy, my everything. And when you feel like the world is crumbling, look at me. Because I'm your rock.
Oh my God, I'm about to cry. She said, look at me, I'm your rock. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that she was so down for this man. I hate she was 10 toes down for this man. She loved this man. I mean, the words that she said was so beautiful. It was just like soul ties or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like some movie shit. And it clearly from the bios, you can tell he ain't feel that same way to her. My goodness.
I will love you, and I just want to thank you for choosing me. Because you chose me. I love you.
The language was self-focused in ways that people who study abusive relationships would later recognize as a potential warning sign. The idea that a partner exists primarily to serve your emotional needs rather than being an equal participant in building something together. Even during what should have been the happiest day of their lives, there were these small moments that hinted at trouble brewing beneath the surface. Wedding guests later mentioned noticing brief flashes of Taylor's temper, moments where his mood.
There you go. He looked small again. What the hell? 1 minute, Taylor looked big, and then next minute, he looked so fucking small. He looked so small on that picture. Okay, but let's go. They say he got anger problems. You know, little man anger problems. Man, you got one time to snap at my ass, and it's over.
Would shift suddenly over things that seemed relatively minor and insignificant, but these incidents were quickly dismissed and explained away as just wedding day stress and nerves, because who doesn't get a little tense when they're getting married in front of everyone they know? Luvenia herself was absolutely elated after the ceremony, so happy that she performed.
Oh, Bugatti said, is it just or he looked like a woman? I mean, it's a lot of trans men that might look like that. You know, honey, I don't know, child. I don't know. Maybe his body frame is just so small and feminine on some pictures.
What people described as an adorable, happy dance that perfectly captured her joy and excitement about starting this new chapter of her life with the man she loved. But once that wedding high wore off and they settled into actual married life back in Chicago, Henry Taylor's behavior underwent what prosecutors would later describe as a dramatic and disturbing shift. The fun-loving attentiveness that had characterized their courtship evaporated almost overnight, replaced by increasing possessiveness and control that started small but escalated with frightening speed. He began questioning where Luvenia went and who she saw, interrogating her about her whereabouts in ways that went far beyond normal relationship check-ins or expressions of interest in her day.
Oh, hell no. Question her, where your ass at? Who you was with? Let me see this. Man, if you don't go chill, why do you have so much time on your hands? What does he do for a living, y'all? What does he do for a living? I hope he's still not scamming, because they say he been in and out of jail for thieving and scamming. And all that, him being on her and questioning her, most likely because he's doing something with another man. He's doing something with another man, probably.
He systematically worked to limit her interactions with friends and family, creating isolation that made it harder for her to maintain those crucial support networks that might have helped her see what was happening more clearly. Arguments between them became increasingly frequent and intense, often escalating over things that seemed completely disproportionate to Taylor's explosive reactions. There was one particular incident that Luvenia confided to a close friend about, where Henry grabbed her arm during a heated exchange hard enough to leave visible bruising that she had to cover up and explain away to people who noticed and asked about it. But even confronted with this undeniable physical evidence of his capacity for violence, Luvenia rationalized the incident as part of the normal adjustment period that all newly married couples supposedly go through as they figure out how.
No. When a man be hitting on y'all, that ain't normal. Press 5 if y'all know if a man hitting on y'all. That's not normal. It's time to go. Now, I know a lot of y'all got y'all asses whooped and y'all still with that man to today. That's your choice. But you know what I'm saying? I got my ass whooped a few times before, but he didn't do it that hard. I didn't get bruised up and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So did I stay? I don't want to answer that, but let's go.
To live together and navigate disagreements. What makes this even more heartbreaking is that there's video evidence from just weeks after their wedding that shows exactly the kind of disrespectful and verbally abusive behavior that Taylor thought was acceptable to display not just in private, but publicly, where anyone could see it. On February 8, 2021, less than 2 weeks after they exchanged those beautiful vows in Las Vegas, the couple did a Facebook Live mukbang video where they were supposed to be enjoying seafood together and interacting with viewers who tuned in to watch them eat and hang out. This is Luvenia making a joke on the live stream, the kind of playful teasing that happens between couples who are comfortable with each other. But Taylor's responses throughout that video reveal someone who wasn't interested in playful banter or mutual fun. He mocked her repeatedly, interrupted her when she tried to engage with their viewers, and demonstrated this casual cruelty that suggested he didn't respect her as an equal partner worth treating with basic decency. He threatened her on camera, he belittled her interests and opinions, and he made it abundantly clear through his words and tone that he saw himself as superior in their dynamic rather than part of a team.
I don't give a f about nobody else, homie.
He over here on his live.
No, I'm on your live. Matter of fact, I'm finna end mine.
You ain't on my, you on your own live.
I'm finna end mine and get on yours.
He's on his live.
My friend graduated. Your neck was like this.
Is that how my neck was?
My friend graduated. Big head, boy.
Look at this kid, y'all.
I got real friends getting education. Don't put me on your live because I don't f with some of them sucking on your page. I'm waiting to run into one of your. I'm waiting to run into one of your friends. I'm gonna open this motherfucking head up.
Damn, did you hear that? She said, don't put me on your live. I don't fuck with your the men that be sucking, zesty men. He said he don't fuck with gay men. You know what I'm saying? And I guess she had gay friends following her. Ooh, this getting real nasty and toxic, y'all. I don't know what to say about this. He said he want to put paws on somebody. He want to F them up.
Baby, I put this thing on.
I'm gonna open his head up and set his on
Oh
fire.
my God. Are you serious? He said, I'm going to open his head up and put his shit on fire. That's the same thing he did to his wife, though. Like he got something with fire.
Thank you, Passion.
That's what it showed me, Vince.
What somebody said, congratulations?
It's overrun with evil.
Cause you ain't really, we ain't married, y'all.
What?
One evil thing myself.
Hold on. We just saw the married comment. Is it something like Mendici and Yandy? Didn't we just see them get married? So why would he say they're not married? That's weird. That's real weird.
You got motherfucking lounge truth right in the
Boy, we went to a photo shop. That's a photo shop.
Yeah, all right. Nigga a goofy.
That's a photo shop, boy.
How do you Photoshop? You a goofy. Yes.
Bro, I'm gonna kick your.
He a kid.
Who a kid?
You.
You sure you want to take it there?
Bro.
You know my mama was doing when I was a baby.
You're a kid. You're a
You
baby.
tell my business?
You just told everybody your business. I just co-signed.
Don't worry about it. I see what the fuck I got to do.
Y'all should see him.
I'm finna do you like I'm finna Bro, don't put me in your fucking vibe, bro.
He over here banging this motherfucker core.
I'm hungry. I ain't ate all day.
Yes, you did. You had a whole gyro and some okra. And
You bought me a gyro and I'm some thought or something.
that's what the hell you wanted.
You want a gyro? I'm worth more.
First
than I'm talking about shrimp.
That's why I got you crab eggs and shrimp. Didn't I just give you?
I'll take a sip.
Didn't I give you 3% tax?
3%. Then it's, oh, you gonna take all my stuff?
I bought it. What about that one? That was your 3% when I bought it.
What you mean?
Your Pepsi. I bought you a Pepsi sitting right there. And I bought your icy.
Hey, my mans, you getting too loud. You getting too loud.
I bought you two.
Hey, you gonna have to speak to me. You gotta talk to me nice. Cause I'm about to fuck you up. I really got anger issues cause I'm
What in the hell? Did he just tell that woman, I'm about to fuck you up? Is this how y'all talk to y'all wife on live in front of everybody? He said, I'm about to fuck you up. Press 2 if you just heard him say, I'm about to fuck you up. Did he just say that? That, man, I don't want no husband like this, y'all. And I don't even know why y'all put this on social media. I got to rewind that for 1 second. What?
What about that one? That was your 3% when I bought it.
What you mean?
Your Pepsi. I bought you a Pepsi sitting right there. And I bought your icy.
Hey, my mans, you getting too loud. You getting too loud.
I bought you two.
Hey, you gonna have to speak to me. You gotta talk to me nice. Cause I'm about to fuck you up. I really got anger issues cause I'm short as I really have the short man.
So he did say he's very short. I knew he was short, y'all. He said he got short man syndrome. So be careful with them short men, y'all. Short men, they are very abusive, because they small body men. And they mad because they not big.
Syndrome, and I'll be ready to explode. I'm like, man, don't let me do this to you. I don't want to hurt you. You know what you mean, man?
Yeah, I really be saying crab up worse than this,
boy,
but I am on live, so I ain't gonna let y'all see how I really be eating.
I will go back to prison. And I ain't going for
I know he didn't just say what I just heard he say, y'all. Press 10 if y'all just heard that man say, I will go back to prison. He said, I have nothing to live for. I will go back to prison. How you don't have nothing to live for? You got a beautiful wife. You got a wife that love you. She buying you crab legs. She buying you Pepsi. But yet you don't have nothing to live for. You rather go back to prison? I thought prison was the worst place. Man, y'all make prison sound like Disney damn land. How y'all ready to go back to Disney? Y'all stay ready to go back to prison. I mean, y'all ready to go back to prison.
Hey, my mans, you getting too loud. You getting too loud.
I bought you two.
Hey, you gonna have to speak to me. You gotta talk to me.
Hey, we need to get these likes up, y'all. Come on, y'all. Get the likes up. If y'all want me to do more of these stories, that's real stories that's going on with these women and these men, I need y'all to get the likes up. I promise y'all every day, y'all will get lives on me about stories like this, real live stories, okay? Come on, y'all. Let's get these likes up and I can make it happen for y'all at the Messy Sweet Spot. And feel free to hit this link and come up here if you guys say something. Come on now.
Because I'm about to f you up. I really got anger issues because I'm short as I really have the short man syndrome, and I'll be ready to explode. I'm like, man, don't let me do this to you. I don't want to hurt you. That's what you mean, man.
Yeah, I really be saying crab up worse than this,
boy,
but I am on live, so I ain't gonna let y'all see how I really be eating.
I will go back to prison. And I ain't going for a fight. I'm trying to break your motherfucking neck.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Why she just still eating that crab? Man, if I was in this situation, I'd be like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean what I said. I'd be so apologetic. And then once I get him out of my house, I'll call 911 or something, girl. But she just, I guess, I don't know if this is normal for her. I don't know how she feels at this moment because it just seems like she's kind of numb. How would y'all feel if a man talked to y'all like that? Please put it in the comment section. What do you do? What would you tell your daughter if this was your daughter and your daughter was getting talked to by her husband saying, I'm going to break your neck and I'm going to really hurt you while everybody's looking on live? What would you tell your daughter? What to do at this step? What do you do? Comment. We need to know, what do you do if you're in this moment? What do you do? Okay? Because man, this is a tough situation to be in.
And then stay at the scene of the crimes.
That's why I like
You want these shrimp, right?
no, but really? So you trying to kill me?
Why you put that right there?
The red flag
She said, really, you trying to kill me? Yeah, he's telling everybody. He said he gonna stay at the scene of your crime.
that Luvenia either couldn't see or chose to overlook were piling up in ways that domestic violence experts would immediately recognize.
Oh, he look gay right here, don't he? Press 4 if he look like a homosexual right here. Yeah, he can't wait to go to jail to be somebody bitch, because you know he's short and small, and he sure ain't gonna be nobody man in jail. He gonna be somebody woman in jail, honey. That's him. That's him that was saying all that. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Look at him, Randy. Look. And let's get the likes up, y'all. Let's get these damn likes up. We can do better with the likes. Y'all need to know what y'all dealing with.
But Luvenia remained hopeful despite everything and had no way of knowing that in less than 75 days from their wedding, her optimism and faith in this relationship would lead directly to the most horrific night of her life. The early morning...
Do you know he burned her up, y'all? Her face is so effed up. He ruined her forever. Could you imagine loving a man that ruined you forever? Ever? Okay, that's that.
Hours of April 16th, 2021 started like so many other nights that Luvenia and Henry Taylor had started over the previous weeks. There was tension in their home at 10,600 South Hoxie Avenue in Chicago's South Deering neighborhood. That particular kind of electric feeling in the air that happens when two people are on the verge of a major argument but haven't quite gotten there yet. Neighbors who lived nearby would later tell investigators that they heard raised voices coming from the Taylor residence at around 1:30 in the morning. What exactly Henry and Luvenia were arguing about that night has never been fully disclosed in public court documents, but what we do know from prosecutor James Murphy's detailed account during the bond hearing is how quickly this situation escalated from a verbal argument to attempted murder. Luvenia, trying desperately to de-escalate the mounting tension the way she probably learned to do over their brief marriage, told Henry that she was going to bed and made what she likely thought was a playful threat about how she'd beat him up in his sleep if he didn't come join her. But Henry Taylor refused to come to bed with his wife, and whatever was going through his mind in those moments, it wasn't anything resembling rational thought or normal human emotion. While Luvenia lay in their bed, possibly already drifting off to sleep, or at least pretending to in hopes that ignoring him would make the tension dissipate, Henry Taylor made a decision that would end his wife's life and destroy any possibility.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. He wanted to kill her, y'all. Help me out. Heterosexuals, help me out, god damn it. How do you, one minute you in love and you get married and you go on a guy, and then the next minute you want to kill the same person? I mean, I need you to disclose that you're a killer, that you're a possible killer. Man, I would never want to get married after listening to this shit. I don't want to. Man, I'm supposed to go on a date later on tonight. I think I'm about to cancel that motherfucker. Okay. Uh.
Of his own future. He went and got a bottle of lighter fluid. Then he Luvenia's body with that accelerant as she lay there in bed, covering her with enough flammable liquid that what happened next was absolutely inevitable. Luvenia Gardner woke up to the sensation of being on fire, her body suddenly engulfed in flames that were consuming her skin and hair and everything they touched with horrifying speed. In those first crucial seconds while her body was Luvenia somehow managed to get her clothes off despite the excruciating pain that must have made every movement feel impossible. She ran to the shower in their bathroom, turning on the water in desperate hope that it would extinguish the flames. But the shower wasn't enough. The fire had already done too much damage, and she was still in danger in that house with the man who had just tried to murder her. So Luvenia Gardner, wearing nothing but the remnants of a shirt that hadn't completely burned off her body, ran out of that house and fled 2 entire blocks through the dark Chicago streets.
That is unreal. That is unreal. That is. So she laying there in the bed, and he said the reason why she did it because she I guess was joking with him and said that's why I'm gonna beat you up in your sleep if you don't come to bed with me. So he was like, no, I'm not going to bed, because he didn't like what she said. And instead, I guess he took it very personal, and he got some gasoline, and doused it on her and threw a flame on her at the same time. You know how somebody douse a whole bunch of gasoline on you and throw the flame at the same time, and lit her ass up. And they said she was on fire, just screaming, hollering. And what was he doing this time? I guess, I don't know if he ran or he left the scene or he was just watching her ass. They said that she went in the shower trying to get it. I cannot imagine being in my own house. I can't imagine being in my own house getting burned up by my husband. I mean, that is some shit I would never even think of. Okay. And then I guess they said the shower wasn't working, so she ran outside with no clothes on, and she was running in the streets of Chicago, just screaming and on fire. That's crazy. Who would have thought that this would be your future? Dealing with a man. Most time I hear women going through shit is because of what? A man. That's why I say just leave these men alone. Leave these men alone, please.
To Engine 81 Fire Station at 10,458 South Hoxie Avenue. The firefighters at Engine 81 immediately began providing first aid when this woman appeared at their door in the middle of the night, and they called for an ambulance to transport her to Trinity Hospital for emergency treatment. But even as they were working to save her life, Luvenia was making absolutely certain that everyone knew exactly who had done this to her and why she was in this condition. She told the paramedics and firefighters that her husband had tried to kill her,
that she had known he was capable of this, and she should have left him so.
Hold on. Did this say did she known he was capable of doing this to her? Press 1 if they just said she knew that he was capable. So if a woman knows a man is capable of killing her and she still stays, how do y'all feel about that? I have conflicts on that shit. If you know this man is capable of killing you and you still stay, I'm going to keep my opinion to myself right now.
So long before this moment.
While Luvenia was being rushed to the hospital, fighting for her life, Henry Taylor was making phone calls that would seal his fate in ways he apparently didn't even care about. He called Luvenia's mother, her brother, and her sister, separately reaching out to each member of her immediate family to deliver the same horrifying message. "I killed your daughter by fire," he told them.
I know. Okay. Okay. I'm about to throw the camera away. I'm about to throw this laptop away. I'm just about to end this live right now because I can't believe what the hell I just heard that man say. And that looks don't got nothing to do with it, but his ass too good looking to be doing that shit like that. And I know that's some shallow shit. And that you cannot care about a person how they look because the devil will look so fucking good and handsome. Okay. Did they just say that same man called her mama and say, "I just killed your daughter by fire," and called the sister and say, "I just killed your daughter by fire"? Is he got some mental issues? Is that mentally ill? Did they just say that? Press 5 if you heard that narrator just say that the husband called her mom and her sister telling them, "I just killed your daughter by fire." Did he really say that? I'm gonna have to rewind that thing again because I know I didn't. I know I didn't hear that right.
He apparently didn't even care about. He called Luvenia that her husband had tried to kill
So he didn't even care. He didn't even care about her.
her, that she had known he was capable of this, and she should have left him so long before this moment. While Luvenia was being rushed to the hospital, fighting for her life, Henry Taylor was making phone calls that would seal his fate in ways he apparently didn't even care about. He called Luvenia's mother, her brother, and her sister, separately reaching out to each member of her immediate family to deliver the same horrifying message. "I killed your daughter by fire," he told them, using those exact words that would later be repeated in court documents and news coverage. After making those calls and ensuring that Luvenia's family knew exactly what he'd done, Taylor disappeared, going into hiding while his wife suffered in ways that most people couldn't even imagine surviving. Luvenia was transferred from Trinity Hospital to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where she could receive the specialized burn treatment that her condition desperately required. She had second-degree and third-degree covering more than 70% of her body, damage that extended deep into her tissues, muscles.
Whoa, 70% of her body, y'all. 70% of her body going deep. You destroyed her whole face, her whole body. All because getting married to this man. My man, these men, man, please y'all leave these men alone. Y'all keep on going on different dates and different men. Please leave them alone. I just say leave them alone altogether.
And tendons in ways that would require multiple extensive surgeries if she had any hope of survival. For 35 days, Luvenia Gardner fought to stay alive, despite burns that had essentially destroyed most of her skin. She underwent skin graft surgeries where doctors tried to repair some of the damage.
But on May 21st, 2021, at 8:40 in the evening, Vivi Gardner died from complications related to the burns.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Did y'all just hear what he said? Did y'all just hear what he said? She died. My goodness.
In ways that most people couldn't even imagine surviving. Luvenia was transferred from Trinity Hospital to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where she could receive the specialized burn treatment that her condition desperately required. She had second-degree and third-degree covering more than 70% of her body, damage that extended deep into her tissues, muscles, and tendons in ways that would require multiple extensive surgeries if she had any hope of survival. For 35 days, Luvenia Gardner fought to stay alive, despite burns that had essentially destroyed most of her skin. She underwent skin graft surgeries where doctors tried to repair some of the damage.
But on May 21st, 2021, at 8:40 in the evening, Vivi Gardner died from complications related to the burns. 5 days after Vivi Gardner's death on May 26, 2021, Henry Taylor turned himself in to Chicago police and agreed to a videotaped interview about what had happened in the early morning hours of April 16th. What he said during that interview reveals someone who not only admitted to killing his wife, but seemed almost disturbingly detached from the enormity of what he'd done, showing no remorse whatsoever.
I'm so sick. I want to throw up. I want to throw up. I want to throw up so bad. The reason why I want to throw up because I hear this so often. These men will kill y'all and they won't have no fucking remorse. They will go on with their life. They'll be doing Pookie and Ray Ray and them, eating barbecue, smiling, and in another relationship, whatever. They have no remorse. I'm starting to see a lot of this shit where they'll kill you and they will not have no remorse at all.
For ending Vivi's life in one of the most painful ways imaginable. "I wasn't even that close to her, and she went up in flames," Taylor told investigators during that videotaped confession. He's noting with what seems like detached interest that he didn't even need to be particularly close to Vivi for her to catch and begin to death. There's no humanity in that statement, no recognition that he's talking about a woman he supposedly loved enough to marry just months earlier. On May 28, 2021, prosecutors formally charged Henry Taylor with first-degree murder in connection with Vivi's death. During the bond hearing, Judge Susana Ortiz heard Assistant State's Attorney James Murphy lay out the overwhelming evidence against Taylor, including his own detailed confession to police, the physical evidence recovered from the scene, and Vivi's dying declarations to first responders that her husband had tried to kill her. Judge Ortiz described Taylor's actions as brutal and heinous and ordered him held without bail at Cook County Jail, recognizing both the severity of the crime and the danger he posed if released back into the community. His next court hearing was initially scheduled for June 15, 2021, which would have been less than 3 weeks after his wife's death. But here's where this story takes a frustrating and deeply troubling turn that highlights broader systemic issues in how our criminal justice system handles domestic violence cases, particularly those involving victims from marginalized communities. As of today, there are no confirmed public reports of a trial, conviction, or sentencing, despite the passage of more than 4.5 years since he confessed to killing his wife. This delay isn't unusual in Cook County's court system, which handles thousands of criminal cases annually and has been plagued by backlogs that were only made worse by the COVID-19 pandemic shutting down courts and delaying proceedings for months at a time. Murder trials require extensive evidence review, motion hearings, jury selection, and scheduling coordination between multiple parties, all of which can stretch proceedings out over years.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. He in jail, right? Don't tell me his ass is still out here. Please, y'all, can y'all hurry up and tell me in the comment section, is he in jail or he's free? Because I'm starting to see a lot of killers go free.
Rather than months. If Taylor entered a plea deal, which happens in more than 90% of criminal cases in the United States, it might not have been considered newsworthy enough to generate media coverage, especially if it didn't include sensational elements that would attract public attention. But the absence of information is itself deeply troubling when you consider what it means for domestic violence victims and their families, who are looking for some sense of closure and justice. Vivi's mother, who was described as inconsolable after her daughter's death, deserves to know that the man who killed Vivi has been held accountable. What makes Vivi's case even more heartbreaking is that it fits into a documented pattern of domestic violence cases where fire is used as a weapon, though thankfully these incidents represent less than 1% of domestic violence injuries. But when they do occur, they're often fatal, with survival rates under 20% for victims with covering 60% or more of their body. The parallels between Vivi's story and other cases are striking and
I'm gonna fast forward.
customers and co-workers at 4:28 in the afternoon. Surveillance cameras captured the attack, showing Hargrave chasing Cade to a back room as she tried desperately to escape the flames consuming her body. She later described feeling like electricity on her back and an inferno as she ran, attempting to extinguish the fire at a sink.
Oh, that must be another story.
Recognize warning signs and escape before it's too late.
Well, Anne Arundel County Sheriff Ron Bateman and his wife.
Yeah, this is another story that they hooked on to it. But she's dead, y'all. That's so sad. She's gone. She's dead. This guy, he killed her with fire. And it's crazy because on this live stream they had going on, he told her on his live stream that he would kill her. He said, I will F you up on the live stream. He would kill her. And I'm assuming, maybe she thought he was just playing around or joking. Like, she didn't take him serious, or she was just, I don't know. But even though when he said it, he said it, but people can make it seem like, he was just playing around. He wasn't going to be serious. He ain't going to really kill nobody. Because if I just saw the live, I would think maybe, okay, he said that in public and he didn't seem angry. So he just playing around. He really don't mean it. I would make an assumption to say it, because who is crazy enough to say they're going to take you out of here while they're on live stream? Like, I guess a crazy motherfucker. Okay. But anyway, he did just that, he did just that. So I want you guys to tell me what your thoughts are. Feel free to hit that link. I'm going to get on out of here. I just want to say thank you all for watching this with me and reacting to me. I definitely will bring more criminal stories to this StreamYard or this YouTube channel. So let's get it cracking, okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on another video. And this is definitely heartbreaking, because looking at the live and seeing the pictures, it felt like we got a connection with her. And to know that she's not even alive anymore, and she was so full of love. Listening to her give her speech at that wedding, how she loved this man and how she wanted to be this man rock. And it goes to show, you can give so much of yourself to a person and they still would not love you, and they will still hurt you and harm you, so no matter what, you're never going to be enough. You can give them all the love, everything, you can pay for their way, and you're never going to be enough, because the issue is not you, it's them. It don't have nothing to do with you. All right, well, I'm going to get on out of here. I love y'all. See y'all in the next video. Bye.